I really never got to go to many movies growing up. So I'm not used to, and it was before my time. I was born in 1946, and that was a few years before I was born. And so my way of thinking might be different than other people. But it had a lot of drama in it, and suspense. It looked like you feel sorry for the lead, the woman that was involved, because she seemed so helpless, and she didn't seem to be experienced in the world. But when she met this person, he was affluent, he had money, and she was, I forget what she did for a living, but I think she was taking care of an older woman, and that was her job that I can see. And then when he met her, he took a liking to her, and then they started to go places together. And she was very humble, very sweet, very loving, and a kind person, not a devious person. The guy was troubled. He was a little older than her because he had been married before to a woman that everyone thought he loved, but at the end, toward the end, found out that he really didn't love her. She was the kind of a person that was doing things that she was supposed to be a woman that was used to having everything. She was pretty, she had everything she wanted. She was very well liked by everyone, except the husband, because he knew what she was doing, and he didn't approve of it. And then she had passed away, and everyone, well, they didn't really know what happened to her, but she had, they said, sunk in a ship. She sunk. But come to find out, it really wasn't her in the boat. That I think she was in a, well, her husband, before that happened, and her were talking about, you know, she was like really bothering him and making things, saying things that bothered him a lot. And I think he pushed her, didn't he?
Yes.
He pushed her, and she went down. And he didn't kill her, but he, in his mind, thinks he did. And there was years later, obviously he was already married to this girl that was a nice girl. He loved her. She was sweet and kind, and he ended up marrying her. They got married. And he ended up telling her all these things about his past. And it ended up in court, and she had a cousin that came by before this all happened, and he seemed a little odd, but it was the guy's wife's husband, the first wife, and he seemed a little bit strange. And then they all met. The police were involved. They found the person in the boat, which they thought was the woman, his wife, and it wasn't. It was another girl. And I guess the husband thought he killed her because of the incident with the, you know, when they were talking together privately before this happened, and he accidentally pushed her, I guess, and she fell. So after that, everything just unfolded, one thing after the other, and it ended up good at the end because the police found out that all of those things never, the person that was being accused, the husband, the ex-husband, never did anything to her to kill her. And so I guess the cousin, her cousin was, his wife's, ex-husband's wife's cousin was trying to blackmail him. I forgot to put that in. And before the court thing came about, and he didn't get away with it, needless to say. He was in it for the money. He was trying to get her husband, his cousin, he was trying to get money from the estate and whatever was left, and he didn't end up getting any of it. But he was trying to blackmail to get what he wanted, money. Usually that's what happens. So that's about it. I don't know how, I might have taken things out of context and switched it around a little bit, but I don't really know what to say. But
how did you like the performances?
The performances, dramatic, but typical of the era, I think. So, you know, normal for that era. The actors, I wouldn't call them great actors and actresses, only because of what I know now. And like I said, I never really saw movies, especially like way back. So my opinions, I don't know if they matter or not, but that's all I can say.
Thank you.
You're welcome.